In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa. Elevate your new week, fuel your success. SSM invites you to kickstart each weekday with our news update Between the Lines, featuring the week's top news and analysis and the most attention-grabbing lines, deciphering world events. Hook up to SSM Monday program Between the Lines.
Elevate your new week, fuel your success. SSM invites you to kickstart each weekday with our news update, Between the Lines, featuring the week's top news and analysis, and the most attention-grabbing lines, deciphering world event.
Hello, viewers around the world. You're welcome. Welcome to Between the Lines, Monday, the 8th of September, 2025. My name is Mark Godwin Iweajuan, and it looks like I'm the only one in the studio for now. Hopefully, the other members will join. You are welcome. This is another week start event, and like we say here, what we do here in SSM is give news updates from the Africans in diaspora standpoint. There are different networks, different media homes, giving news, giving updates, but we are doing it specifically from this angle of Africans in diaspora. There's Africans scattered all over the world, and so we bring the news from that standpoint. We bring the news from that angle where they see things happening in Africa, in Nigeria, and in the different countries. So once again, you're welcome to Between the Lines. Yes, you're welcome back to Between the Lines. So, still hoping to see some of the coordinators join us. But before while we're waiting for them, let's look into some news updates that made the week, the weekend, some occurrences that happened. Let's go all the way to New Zealand. We had the police finally got a man that has been on the run. He has been on the run with his 3 children, and they finally got him. Sadly, he was shot too. Let's see that clip in New Zealand. Yes, we got that information that finally the man that has Sorry for all that, please. With 3 of his children, that man has finally been caught. No, not caught, he's been killed. So Thomas Phillip, the man you see on the screen there, disappeared with his children in late 2021. He has been running around despite nationwide search for him multiple times. People saw him also, but he has been missed. People have tried to get him. He took hold of his children and went to hide in the forest. So, but during the weekend, there was a shootout, and sadly, police said he was shot and killed. So that's the clip you see there. Very sad story indeed. We hope that the children will be taken care of. We hope also that this will bring, I mean, it's not easy having your father being killed. One of the child was actually around when he was shot. So we don't know how this whole thing is going to play out, but it doesn't look too good that this man did what he did. That's in faraway New Zealand. New Zealand police says they've killed a man that disappeared with his children several years ago. Also, we look at stories coming from Japan. Japan, that beautiful country. Japan actually has a story for there. The prime minister that was just voted in not long ago has called for resignation. So he has resigned, and his party is suffering a lot since the loss in July. So we have that Prime Minister of Japan, Shigeru Ishibe, resigning weeks after his party won election, and we thought he would be the next prime minister, but now it doesn't seem like so. So Japan's prime minister has resigned, and let's see what follows after this. There might be some recall to the poll, or we don't know, but the prime minister has resigned anyway. So yes, we like the updates thing. In faraway Nepal is burning. Nepal is burning, and it's burning because the young people, the Gen Z, like they call them, are really up against the government. So Gen Z in Nepal are trying to take back their country. The Gen Z says that they are agitated against corruption from the government and ban on major social handles platforms. Ban on major social handle platforms. So, sorry, the Gen Z. That's a clip there. If you see, that's the Gen Z in Nepal. Nepal is right there, far away, Middle East, Asia, and protesters, this Gen Z, agitating against corruption, and the government banned major social media platforms. So far, we heard that 14 people have been killed in the clash with security forces, and thousands of young people took to the streets today, Monday, to protest against corruption and the ban on their social media websites. So government has imposed curfew on most parts of the capital city, Kathmandu, after the protesters got out of control. So Nepal is going through a lot there. If you see through the screen, you see the videos of protesters marching in numbers and protesting against the police, protesting against corruption, like they say, and ban on. So that's Nepal updates. It's Asia country. Yes, we're still looking at more stories, and still, yeah, let's go through this one, this story on what is happening in Israel, Middle East. Yes, Benjamin Netanyahu vows to catch anyone, like he says, that that was involved in the shooting in Jerusalem this morning. 6 people were killed. This morning, 6 people were killed in East Jerusalem attack. Even though the Israel forces has also gone across Gaza border to kill 40 people. So anyway, that's not too nice. These are real tough times in Middle East. So the picture you see there are people running when the attack happened. They said the men came into the market square, East Jerusalem, and just shot at sporadic shooting. And there you go, the 6 of the people that were killed. So Israel authorities are also still pushing, going to villages where the suspected attackers come from. And the PM has promised, the Prime Minister has promised that everybody that have done this will be tracked down. So 6 people killed on the Jerusalem side, and now 40 people have also been killed in Gaza, across the border of Gaza. Yes, so these are what we're following. Let's take a short break. We'll be back.
Schengen Story magazine is an African international bi-monthly magazine based in Milan, Italy, and founded in 2016. The publication focuses on personalities, fashion, style, entrepreneurship, and culture for Africans. Though articles on food, movies, fitness, music, travel, sports, technology, and books are also featured. Our lives full of best stories. A lot can happen in a month. Expand your mind, change your world. Get Schengen Story magazine's full editions. Celebrating Africans make an impact. Read better, the inside story. Your fashion magazine for a better lifestyle. Inspiring stories for you. Your monthly dose of entertainment, a better mind keeping you updated.
Hashtag Schengen Story Magazine. Get Schengen Story Magazine full editions.
Elevate your new week. Fuel your success. SSM invites you to kickstart each weekday with our news update, Between the Lines, featuring the week's top news and analysis, and the most attention-grabbing lines, Deciphering World Event.
Yes, we are back. Sorry. So let's look at some of the news. We just talked about Middle East. Benjamin Netanyahu vows to catch everyone that has helped the attackers that have added to somehow aided the attack in East Jerusalem this morning, while Israel forces have also killed 40 across the border of Gaza. Let's come now to our country, Nigeria, where the DSS is after a young man, publisher and activist of the Sahara Report. Sahara Report portal, a website that gives a lot of information about Nigeria and government activities. The young man, Omoyele Sowore, have been the DSS have been on him. They said some of what he wrote about the president last time are false and malicious and should be taken down. Omoyele Sowore will not back down. We all know from this. So, what was the comment he made about the president? He said the president's speech in Brazil, when the president was in Brazil, are false and malicious. And that's really true. That's what we all heard. We heard false, malicious accounts by the president to his colleague in Brazil. So, but today the DSS has summoned Sowore on that post on what he said, and they accuse him of referring to the president as a criminal in that post, where he alleged that Tinubu statement in Brazil on corruption were false. So I really don't know what they mean by him taking them accusing him of referring to the president as criminal. But what we know is the statement the president made in Brazil were actually not true statements. The statements were not the real picture of what's happening in Nigeria. So yes, any journalist could say that they were false and malicious statements, because false and incorrect statements, sorry, because it wasn't the true picture of what was happening in Nigeria. So the president said all of that, hoping to probably get whatever it is he had gone to do in Brazil, convince the government that the country, Nigeria, has improved. And we all know it's not so. So there you go. Showore is having it with the DSS on that comment, and we hope they understand that he's a media person, he's an activist, he has a right to his comments, however he may say it. But whatever comment he says also could also be termed as just an individual opinion. It might also be said that it's not the opinion of the whole Nigeria. So we hope they understand how these things work, and understand how also Showore sees things. Being somebody that lives abroad, he knows that as a press person, you have the freedom to make your comments, you have your own opinion, and whatever opinion you give, you shouldn't be shot at, you shouldn't be pulled down or arrested, because it's just your own opinion. So that's coming from Nigeria and the Showore issue, as we see it.
In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa.
You're welcome back. It's me all alone in the studio, but it's fun. It's all good. Let's come to other stories in Nigeria. We heard one of the presidential candidates in 2023 election, a gubernatorial candidate called Diaspora Rose Favo, is saying that the APC and the police are pushing back. They have no right to violence, and they no monopoly of violence, he says. That's how he puts it. No monopoly of violence, as he warned the APC and the police that Nigerians will resist intimidation. He insists that there is violence in most parts of Nigeria, and mainly on political gathering. So like we saw during the weekend, some political group, some party will come together to want to have their convention, their program, but it will be destroyed, it will be disrupted. And now this former governor aspirant is telling us that it is the police and another party called APC. So we saw what happened in Lagos.
Took away the mixer, destroyed the tents.
What happened?
Scattered everything.
One of the convention,
broke the chairs, the speakers, everything. Not touch anything. No.
If you have snapped this one when it was up, at this time, who is saying this will think this argument, and this is not the reason why I'm saying this. But just snap it. Snap it. We all had in place.
See police for videoing it.
What's
going on?
Where this person have actually Richard.
I don't even know where they're doing.
Where Richard?
Okay.
So they chased
So
everybody out.
what you're saying,
Scattered
what
all
you're
the
watching
guys.
on the screen there,
Chased everybody out to the bush.
They want to bring this kind of garden, they should bring it to us, not in no one here.
Imagine.
And people with people forget saying that security, nothing.
Agencies, all of them, they just
Nothing.
Them. Look at them.
Yeah, look at.
Look at them. See children. Imagine where children are coming out from. See where people are coming out from.
Like seriously. They're taking everything at the stage. The engine, the mixer, everything. They took everything. Like seriously. Is this happening? What?
See the security agencies.
In a democratic country,
Security
this
agencies.
is happening for real.
Are we sure we are in a democratic country in this country? They scattered the stage.
Scattered everything. See where people are coming from. See the DJ.
Níbo alúgbogbo ẹ̀ ìkọ́ni wọ́n ti wá wájú mi ní ìmọ̀. Ó wá fẹ́ fi àǹkàṣì ó fẹ́ fi àǹkàṣì kò ní ìgbó tó dájú nítorí kò bá ń bà mí.
But those people wouldn't have allowed them in now.
No, higher order, they're plenty. Higher order, police follow them now. Calm down.
See the part of the world where we find ourselves.
Hey, stop now.
Sorry, don't cry now. This is not the time to cry. This is time to be a man.
What I do?
When I'm here with you,
Stop. Don't cry.
nothing will happen to you. Nothing is happening.
very sad videos coming out from Nigeria. The clip you just saw is a gathering of a political party planned to have a convention in a town in Lagos, Egbeda, like they said. Now, while the preparations for that convention was going on, thugs, police, some security men stormed that event. Hopefully, they stormed the event and said, there was that stampede. They scattered things, people ran, So what this is relating to, why we played the video is relating to what the former Lagos State Labour Party governor candidate is saying. He says that he is putting his hands out. He's not scared. He says he's accusing the All Progressive Congress, APC, and the Nigerian police for working together to intimidate opposition gathering. He alleged that they are doing this in a deliberate attempt to create a one-party state in Lagos State, a one-party system in Lagos. So it's real pathetic. It's sad that people will come out in the name of democracy, like we call it, and they will have to go through this. In the video, you hear the little boy crying, scared of what could have happened. And this is where we are. We find ourselves in this situation, and we hope that some people are taking recognition of all of this and truly planning to make a change. So that's it. Lagos State political party disruption of their events, their activities, and the young man is accusing the other party, APC, and the police arm of disrupting that gathering. The gathering, for our viewers that didn't see that, is another party called ADC, African Democratic Congress, and they were having that event that was disrupted by some thugs, some miscreants, like we said. Yeah, so that's the other news. Then let's look also finally, since I'm all alone, we will not go too far. We hear that school resumes in Nigeria, most states in Nigeria, amid the very, very biting economy. So the question to viewers, the question we would have been discussing with my colleagues is, how will parents cope as school resumes? How will parents cope? How will they be able to pay school fees, pay lunch money, transport fee to go to school in the morning, and all of those things that makes up life for a young person, a kid, a small child, needs to go to school, needs to learn, needs to build, grow. And now we find ourselves in an economy that doesn't really help, is not helping parents. So that would have been a discussion we would have had. But anyway, school has resumed. Parents have to now face the reality of making sure their children go to school amidst the very tight, biting economy. Terrible times. Okay. Also, finally, there's news. Well, this comes in almost every time we meet here. And that's the sad news of the terrorist group Boko Haram attacking people at every point in time. So there's a fresh attack, 63 people dead. And in fact, more people probably have died. But what we have is 63 registered dead. And this is happening in the area, one of the core states of the Boko Haram, Borno State. Borno State is not Nigeria. And there was an attack. A lot of people ran. They said the terrorists stormed a community Saturday morning with bikes, opening fire on residents, burning houses, shops, vehicles, and causing real havoc. So the clips we have are too explicit, too graphic to show, but you can see some of it there. These are burnt vehicles, the aftermath of the attack. So this is what we're hearing. Boko Haram attack that leaves 63 people dead in Borno State. Some communities in Borno State. Yes. Okay. So viewers, this is it. I've done half the hour. At least I've done little updates I can pull through. So until we come again next Monday, Between the Lines, this is Mike Godwin here. Between the Line is our program that gives updates. And like we said, this network, what we're focused more on is giving updates from the African standpoint, Africans in diaspora standpoint. So we know news fly every minute, and one needs that ability to relate and connect with the ones that matter the most and stay up to date. So it's good to be it's good to stay up to date. And that's what we've just done in our little way here now. So till we come again next Monday, have a beautiful week start, and hope we make it through the week in good health, in happiness, prosperity, until we come on Wednesday. Bye-bye.